Madame Flora is a charlatan psychic, holding seances to coax money from mourning strangers. But what happens if true supernatural forces reach out to the medium? Thank you for joining us on Opera Avengers. I'm Alejandra Martinez, your guide to demystifying opera, an art form that was created by the people, for the people, and of the people. This month, we'll take a look at The Medium by Carlo Menotti. As always, this podcast will include spoilers. We believe that going into an opera already knowing the story can enhance your enjoyment. In opera, there are so many aspects and nuances to absorb that knowing the story beforehand allows you to sit back and enjoy the performance without having to worry about missing a subtitle or two. So, think of our podcasts as your Cliff's Notes and be free to enjoy every minute of high-flying opera. Now, seeing as it's the month of ghosts and goblins, we have a very special treat prepared. I am joined in the studio by Zamael the Seer, our guest co-host for this episode of Opera Avengers.
Hello! Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So, The Medium is about, well, a psychic medium who just so happens to be a fraud. She makes a living by pretending to contact the dead. So, to set the mood, today we're going to hold a seance of our own. If you would like to start us off.
Sure thing. Let's just close the door and dim the lights. Now, you must be very silent while I get into a trance.
Oh, all right. I've always wanted to do this. Holding hands, being silent, just like... hey, are you okay? Oh, this is really weird. There's wind and there aren't even any windows in here.
I am back!
Are you... Who am I talking to right now?
Madame Flora!
Madame Flora? That's a coincidence. You're Baba. She's the titular character in The Medium.
I know who I am, foolish girl. I was once the greatest medium.
But you were a fake.
I was the most respected medium, at least before.
Why don't you tell us what happened?
I had a daughter, Monica,
and a servant
boy, Toby, a mute I rescued off the streets. He and Monica were close friends, too close. I came home one night, perhaps having a bit too much to drink, to find the children goofing off, playing dress-up. They completely neglected to set up for the seance that night. Monica always defended Toby from my criticisms, so I had them set up the seance, much like the one you amateurs have begun.
Yeah, but it worked, didn't it?
And then our guests arrived. Two of our regulars, Mr. and Mrs. Gobineau, and then a newcomer, Mrs. Nolan, both wished to contact the spirits of their dead children. Mrs. Nolan began, and I went into a trance to contact her 16-year-old daughter. Now, I will admit that we truly did not contact that spirit. Monica and Toby helped. Toby would operate the flickering lights and use the machinery to make the table levitate. Monica would hide behind a curtain and give voice to the spirit. Monica told Mrs. Nolan everything she needed to hear from her daughter. Mrs. Nolan became wild with desperation and longing, and she leapt toward the screen. The Gobineaus had to hold her back to prevent her from pulling back the curtain. Finally, Mrs. Nolan calmed down. It was the Gobineaus' turn next. As with every seance, they wished to speak to their son, Mickey. But Mickey was a baby when he died, which made it very easy for Monica to give him voice. She only needed to laugh. Then something went
wrong. Something grabbed my throat, but I couldn't see a hand. I lost my composure, and in my panic, I sent the guests home. I told Monica about this supernatural interruption, and she claimed she had nothing to do with it.
I knew then that it had to have been Toby.
But Wasn't Toby in the other room when it happened?
Don't interrupt! It's rude!
Monica, the sweet child, soothed my panic with a lullaby. But as she did, I could have sworn I heard a disembodied voice and laughter. Maybe we should take a short break. We'll be right back, listeners.
Whoa.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. The spirit's gone.
Okay, well, maybe we should call it quits. Maybe it's safer if we just read Act 2. Oh no, not again.
I can speak.
I'm sorry, who are you now?
Toby.
Toby? But I thought Toby was a mute.
My body was, but now I have a voice.
Oh, well, maybe you can fill in the story where we left off.
A few days after the seance, I did a puppet show for Monica. Monica was always nice to me. I really, really liked her. But I couldn't tell her. But she guessed, and she spoke for me. She was really nice. Then Baba came home. Monica was smart and ran away, but Baba still blamed me for something that happened at the seance. And she pretended to be really nice so I would tell her, but I couldn't tell her even if I knew. She got mad and started whipping me. Monica ran in and tried to stop Baba, but the doorbell saved us. The Gobineaus and Mrs. Nolan were back for another seance, but Baba was still scared from the last one, and she tried to kick them out. She tried giving them their money back, and she even tried telling them that she was a fraud. She showed them the trick wires and the microphones all over. The guests didn't care, though. They said that maybe Baba really was a fake, but they really believed she was helping them talk to their dead kids. Baba finally sent them away. She was still mad, so she kicked me out. Monica tried to stop her, but she got ignored. Monica ran to her room. I didn't want to go back on the streets, so I peeked through the window. I saw Baba pouring herself a drink. She seemed like she was going crazy. I don't think she knew what was real and what wasn't anymore. She got really drunk and passed out. I snuck back inside. I wanted to see Monica one more time. Plus, I wanted to get some of my stuff. Monica's room was locked, so I went to grab my stuff. I wanted to get my favorite tambourine from the trunk, but I messed up and knocked off the lid. It was really loud, and Baba woke up. I hid behind the puppet theater. Baba was scared by the noise. I think she thought I was a ghost. She grabbed a gun and yelled for me to speak or she'd shoot. I couldn't talk. I tried to move from behind the curtain. She shot me. She yelled,
I've killed
a ghost! I don't remember much after that. It really hurt. I remember seeing Monica show up, then run off to get help. Then Baba just stared at me. She asked, Was it you?
Was it you? I'm very sorry that happened, Toby.
Me too. I think it's time for me to go now. Whoa, I'm sorry. I guess I blacked out there for a second. Should we get started?
Actually, we're just about done. With the tragic death of Toby, the curtain falls. The Medium is one of Carlo Menotti's greatest works, having inspired 3 film adaptations in the mid-1900s. The most well-known song is probably Black Swan, the lullaby Monica sings to Baba. In fact, Carlo included Black Swan as part of our first production, Macabre 2014. The Medium is a classic Gothic tragedy that will continue to hold audiences in suspense. Until next month, I'm Alejandra Martinez.
And I'm Zamiel the Seer.
Thank you for listening, and happy Halloween! Opera Avengers is a production of the Great Lakes Light Opera, an organization based out of Cleveland, Ohio, dedicated to bringing opera and all local arts music to everyone. The voice of Zamiel the Seer was Nick Farmer. Want to learn more? Visit us at greatlakeslightopera.com. Want to help out? Check our donation page or email us at greatlakeslightopera1@gmail.com. Oh, and let us know what you'd like to hear next.